Hello STEM engineers. Today's challenge is a plank challenge, and the plank challenge has 3 parts to it. The goal is to build the tallest tower possible. In the first challenge, you are allowed to have 3 planks touching the table surface or the floor surface at any time. No more than 3 though. No less than 3, exactly 3. So, start with 3 on the floor, build up from there. When you've used all your materials, measure how tall it is and write it down. Then, challenge number 2 is to build the tallest tower possible, but this time only 2 planks can touch the surface of the table. So, again, build using all the materials in your bin, as tall as it will possibly go, measure how tall it is, mark it down. And I bet you can guess what challenge number 3 is. Challenge number 3, you may use only 1 plank touching the table or the floor surface. That is the only one that can touch. So balance is going to be especially important in round 3. Build as tall as you possibly can using all the materials in the bin and measure it if you're able to use all of them. If it collapses along the way, you might want to measure a couple times along the way because when we're only using 1 plank on the bottom, they do sometimes fall over. So go ahead and measure along the way and take whatever your tallest possible one was. There's different ways that you can use the planks too. Some of you may set them down flat to create a very balanced surface. Some of you may tip them up on their sides, which gives you a little more height, but it makes things a little bit more wobbly. Some of you may put them on their end. A couple of them together might work out for you, but this would be an illegal move if this was on the very bottom of your tower because I've got 4 pieces. And I wouldn't want 4 pieces touching at the very bottom. So go ahead, have fun with it. I hope you have some very amazing, incredible structures. Keep in mind, things are going to fall over as you're building tall. Whenever we're building tall, there's always a good chance that things are going to fall over. So use your skills of persistence and just get right back to it. First video shows my son, Justin, trying the 3-legged challenge. He had a little bit of problem with this because our table was wobbly. So this is how he started, but we ended up flipping the table over and leveling it. Now that the table is level, Justin is tackling the 2-plank challenge when he can have 2 planks at the bottom of his structure. And finally, this is Juliet, her version of the 1-plank challenge. Now we talked about the fact that it's important to have persistence because when things fall over, you've got to just kind of go back at it. And this time she had a different idea for how she was going to attempt it the second time around. Now in today's challenge, I want you to remember that we're using the engineering design process. So make sure you are aware of what the challenge is. Ask yourself, what is it? What is my goal? Today it happens to be the tallest tower possible. Spend some time brainstorming how you're going to do each of the 3 levels before you start building. If you're working with a partner, make sure that you're talking to them about your plan and making sure that they're on board with the same plan or that you discuss and you come to a compromise. Remember, rock, paper, scissors always works pretty well in figuring out a compromise if you both think your ideas are equally valid. Plan out what you're going to do, then build and revise if you need to along the way. So, quick recap of today's 3-2-1 tower challenge. Your challenge is to design the tallest tower possible using all the planks. Tower 1, 3 planks can touch the table or floor. Tower 2, 2 planks can touch the table or floor. Tower 3, 1 plank can touch the table or floor. Measure after each attempt and see which tower was the tallest.